Perspectivelog X Lakers-fandom. Before we get to the content, I would like to thank all my subscribers for your support. If you are not a subscriber, I invite you to support the channel, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. Thank you for your support. All right. So we have a show, right? The Celtics are one of the top teams right now. And we're gonna analyze the game a little bit, but before, I want to talk about Kyle Kuzma and his comment. He was making these hyperbolic comments about after the loss with the Detroit Pistons, embarrassing loss, I might add. The Lakers, after the game, the post-game interview, Kyle Kuzma said something interesting. And let me see if I don't want to read the whole thing. I might. What I do, I might put the whole. But he basically said that the Lakers never practice at least in this season. Let me read it. This is Kyle Kuzma talking. That's just the beauty of the regular season. I think from a media and fan perspective, obviously there's something to talk about when you lose 2 in a row and guys are struggling. But when you are in the trenches of the organization, the foxhole with the team and the staff, we like to use the regular season as a rehearsal for the playoffs. And he attributes that revelation was given to him by Jason Kidd. And he says he's always said that the regular season is a rehearsal for the playoffs. And you just got to figure out what works and what doesn't, especially for a team like us. Kuzma continues, everything is all film related because we have a lot of high IQ guys that can translate something from a TV to the court. So a lot of times during the regular season, our practice is sometimes the game. And this is how we figure out that's how we figure it out. It repeats. Look, I'm pretty sure they have like shooting practices and maybe just touch the court a little bit from before the game and all that kind of stuff. It's a 72-game season that it's compressed. So I do understand why he says that, because there is no much time, and uh, rest is more important in the season than the actual practices. You have the off season to practice, and pretty much there was no off season. There's a new team, so I understand that they could be. Hey, Marcos, how are you? Um, and so they I understand why they need to really rest. Now, there's two things that it doesn't concern me that much, because I think a lot of teams have to be going through that. Is that they develop bad habits, and usually bad habits are corrected in practice. But in the film room, you can point out those bad habits, and so that's it's not a big concern, but it's a concern nonetheless. And um, but on the other side, I mean, the shooting percentage of the Lakers, except for these last two games, has been excellent. I mean, you have four players that are between 40% and 50% from 3-point line. LeBron, let me put it here. So okay. So I don't know what LeBron can do. I'm more concerned Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis is having a few games where he doesn't even get to 20 points. And to me, because LeBron is supposed to be the old guy in this team, and he's scoring better than pretty much everybody, including Anthony Davis. And to me, that's surprising, because he's trying to, get Anthony Davis to become the leader, because he is on the way up and LeBron is on the way down. Though it doesn't look like he's on the way down anytime soon. Like they say, Father Time is undefeated. You eventually uh, are going to start, like, not being able to do the stuff that you used to do. But LeBron, I mean, he scored 45 points the other day. In these two games, I don't know, they all look gassed out. They all look tired, which, I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but all of them look gassed out, uh, except for THT. Taylor Horton Tucker looked ready, and I don't know why he isn't getting more minutes. Yeah, yeah, that is true. He's got to hold them accountable, because they are, because they are not exactly doing what they should be doing. I mean, they are playing, but they are not playing with that desire to win, and so I don't know. They look sluggish. They look like they need a jolt, and I would say that there's enough personnel to rotate people around and let the young guys play with Detroit, you know. And if you lose with the young guys in the team, I don't mind. But when you lose with the stars, you know, in the team, that's what uh that's where I, you know, kind of that's the line. You know, you want them to look alive, you know, and they didn't look alive in both of their games. The 76ers game, I don't know how the 76ers didn't win by much, by you know, a lot, because the Lakers weren't playing, you know. And in Detroit, there's no excuse. I mean, this is one of the worst teams in the league and one of the worst defensive ratings in the league versus the best defensive rating team. And it looked like it should have gone the other way, like the ending, the result should have been the other way, not the way it ended, you know. And that's I don't know how, you know, I don't know how they can justify anything from that, because there's no way. There's no way. Now, um, Kuzma said that they don't practice, and I'm pretty sure they have like 6 or 7 practice days. They don't have many practice days, and I understand, because there's so many games cramped up together. If you practice, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get tired. And if you look at the Lakers, they look tired anyways in those 2 games. So I know, I understand, and watching film, it's a good thing. Players should watch a lot of film. Um, LeBron does it even in the off season, but will they be okay? And this is another thing. I believe that the Lakers need another center. And I think with the 76ers game, you could see that. All right. Also, I don't know how the Nets are going to do that, but they are after either JaVale or Drummond, because they want to beef up the paint area and the rim protection. And that's the one thing that the Nets have a weakness. Now, I think the Lakers need another, you know, an athletic center that they can count on. I always thought that they should have gone after Chris Wood. Now the Rockets have him. And so, you know, there's nothing on Nerlens Noel. Now New York has him. I don't know. I don't know. They need a center. They need a center. They need Redmond, or they need I forgot the name of the other 2. There's even a center that it's not playing in the NBA right now. He played with LeBron. Eddie, I can't remember. He's Tavares, Eddie Tavares. That center would fit perfect with the Lakers. Um, and he is way better now than when he was with the Cavaliers. And he's in Europe. It's a center that I think the Lakers could seriously get um, on the minimum, I think. And so I don't know. I think the Lakers should get somebody like that because he's a shot blocker, a big time shot blocker, and he can score. He's gonna make that middle, that paint so difficult for offensive players to go there without receiving a block. That it's going to be something else. And I am the firm believer, if you can beef up your team in such a way that there is no reason whatsoever to think that you will lose, you should do it. You have a spot still, and you can find centers for the using the minimum for veterans, the veteran minimum. So it is not within the realm of possibilities. I heard about the idea of getting a trade with the Pelicans, but who are you going to trade for JJ Redick? And I would love to have JJ Redick in the team, but we have already a lot of 3-point shooters. So who you're going to sacrifice? And I mean, I don't know. Would you sacrifice Wesley Matthews? The thing with Wesley Matthews is that he's way better defender than JJ Redick. And so I don't know if that really makes things better. I don't know. What are your thoughts about that? About JJ Redick joining the Lakers, and who would you give? I don't even know if the salary, how big the salary is. So those are trade rumors that to me make no sense. I think the Lakers should concentrate in getting a center because what happened last time? Was it with the 76ers, right? That everybody on the center position got 2 fouls really fast, and they were rotating, they were looking, and so finally, what are you gonna do at the end? What are you gonna do? But to me, one of the things that worries me right now is AD. Anthony Davis is not playing the quality of basketball that he got, we are used to see. And why is that? I don't know. Why is he isn't aggressive enough? And I do worry about him not being able to score against double teams or being not escape them and not seeing that this is coming. I don't know. It's just I'm worrying about the passing. How the Lakers are. They move the ball well sometimes, and sometimes they just you know, it's too many. There's too many turnovers. Um, they're going against the Celtics, right? And so I was looking at the statistics, and they are gone, so I have to get them back. Let me see. Look, they make about as many points as we do right now. We are third in field goals made percentage, and they are 10th. So they are not that far away. They are not that close, but they are not that far away. Rebounds is where we have an advantage. Um, 3 points. The difference is not that far. We're still fifth, and they are seventh. But our field goal percentage, I think it's dropping a little bit. Um, Free throws, they're 17th. We're 21. So they have that advantage. Um, they foul a lot more than we do, way more than we do. They are seventh on highest foul. We are 25, so we are at the bottom, or close to the bottom. Um, and assist, we have an advantage there. Blocks, we're fourth. They are 9, so they are not that bad at blocking shots. Steals, again, that's the problem. We are not pressuring the ball anymore. I don't know what's happening, but we are not getting enough steals. We're 24, they are fifth. So we got to watch out for these guys and take care of the basket again. And turnovers, they make more turnovers than us. Um, so I want to give the advantage to the Lakers, but I think uh, Anthony Davis should have a good game here. If he doesn't, I don't know if we are going to win. To tell you the truth, I don't know if we are going to win. Uh, I don't know if we are still number one in defensive rating. I doubt it. Let me check. But I'll tell you now. We're number two. The Knicks are number one, and that's how the cookie crumbles right now. So, but offensive. Our offensive, we are down. We used to be in the top 10. Now we are 13. Offensive scoring points. So our offensive rating have to be down too. So um, so that's my prediction that that these things are going to happen, and Um, See if Anthony Davis comes to play, the Lakers have a bigger chance, like an 80% chance to win. At this point, I just I am assuming that they have a 60%. Um, I don't assume the Lakers are gonna overwhelmingly beat the Celtics. I do believe that the Lakers have the bigger advantage, um, but we'll see. We'll see. Depends which Lakers show up today. If the Lakers of the last two games or the Lakers of the uh, undefeated record before those two games show up. So there you go. There you go. I'm gonna uh, get ready to do something before watching the game that I need to do, and then after that, um, I'll get to watch the game. I might do a post game show. Uh, Hopefully, a good post game show where I actually have uh, something positive to say. Um, the one at the Pistons, I didn't do it. I know I put it on Twitter that I was gonna do it if I could get up from my fetal position on the floor after the game. It was really hard to see that game. It was really difficult to see. I didn't like the rotations. I didn't like that Taylor Horton Tucker was taken out when he scored almost perfect. Uh, and then he came back and he was cold because he was taken out when he was hot. And so I don't even want to talk about that game. So I'll see you after the game if I'm not in fetal position again because of how bad, you know. I hope that's not what I see. I hope I see the good Lakers, the championship Lakers. All right. I talk to you soon and take care of each other and yourself. May God bless you and go Lakers.